Yeah. Killer, time to bring the bass dirt. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Wait, shut up. Hey, on my mama.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? This your boy Marcelis Flores, and this is episode 6 of What's Good in the Hood. Today's episode is gonna be just the hood. It's just us. There's no special guests. There's none of that. It's just our group that we call Hood here, and we're gonna tell you guys about our services, about what we do individually, and how we work as a team, and what services we provide for local businesses, local artists, and the local deals that we give out to the community. So first and foremost, it's gonna start with me. I'm your boy Marcelis Flores /MF Comedy. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I work part-time with the Hood. So I'm the host of What's Good in the Hood morning show. I also am the head of sales and marketing or sales and promotions in the Hood. So basically what I do is I'll go business to business, and I will sign businesses up to be on the Hood app, so that we could promote for them. I also promote a lot of anything that we do as far as Hood app. I'll promote it at my shows, at our events. I do this show.
I wouldn't say you're part-time though.
You want to say that?
Yeah.
No, I think you're full time.
Yeah, what?
I do a lot with my time. I do a lot of things. So this is like part of it, but it's considered a full-time job. But let's just say I have a lot of full-time jobs then, so I'm just parting them all up.
You're a busy guy.
But no, what I do for Hood is I host the morning show. It's lots of
I wonder if
fun.
I can navigate like this.
I love doing it.
So like, if you
and then sign businesses up as well.
Local businesses.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on to our
Scroll down. It separates it by.
I'm Flex. I'm probably the newest member of the team, right?
You are.
It's been a few weeks.
Right, 2 weeks.
It's been
But
a
it's
couple
cool.
weeks, but what do? I do content writing, mostly social media marketing, some promotions. I'm not a busy guy like you though, so you know. What else do I do? That's about
Pretty
it.
much whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, anything that really needs to be done, I'm all over the place.
Flex is there to flex.
I'm like
on,
a resource,
flex on
like a
activities. Yeah.
multi-resource tool.
Yes,
There you go.
Exactly.
If we ever need somebody to flex on something, that's her.
But don't make me really do it though, because I ain't got nothing to flex. You know?
I love it.
I don't go to the gym.
So let's pick Fat City.
Okay, and this is Brian, everybody. He's the founder, and then we got the co-founder right here, Gil. Gil is like the person that you see everywhere representing for Hood. He's at all the open mics. He's at everything and anything. This is probably, if you've seen any of us the most, it's probably this guy.
Yeah, he's literally at everything, every
Yeah.
event, every open mic.
Gil, why don't you tell him what you do?
Me personally, I do like anything that Brian doesn't want to do. No, I'm just kidding.
Did he start?
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even
started.
know. I thought we were just practicing.
I actually make all your guys' profiles. So any wrong misspelled words, that's probably me. And if you guys need any edits or anything like that, that's me too. I do like to go to all the events. I show my love and my support. I bring the plur to Hood app.
Ooh.
I think that's the main thing. The peace, love, unity, and respect. That's me. I go out there and show that to the world.
Oh, so that's what plur means.
I almost asked I almost asked
No wonder you always say that.
I'm gonna act like I know.
Was it peace, love, unity, and respect?
That's so funny because you really say it all the time.
I know.
And this time
I was like,
oh.
this whole time I thought it's just a vibe or something. I guess it is a vibe.
It is a vibe,
Yeah.
actually. It is a vibe.
Yeah.
And I like to bring that out and like show the local artists and even the local business owners that, you know, that's what we offer. The love for all of you guys.
Plur.
Plur.
Okay.
If you could take anything home today with you, piece of knowledge, let it be plur. Okay? Be plurful. Can you plurful? Add an
I
F-U-L.
don't think that's how it works.
You know?
So how many people tuned in so far?
I have no idea. Is he on
Do you know?
Facebook?
So there's really no format to what we're doing today.
Yeah, this show is everything is.
But based off the post that we put out there yesterday, this episode, we kind of just really needed to let everyone know exactly what we do. We are a marketing company, but mainly we're just about promoting local businesses. We do offer a marketing service. It's a subscription-based model, so basically a local business, mom and pop shop would pay $60 for our service.
I'm sorry, I can't hold myself together. I can't. It's.
Marcelis doesn't. He has a problem.
Shout out to Herbalife Tea.
He said he has a pretty bad listening face.
I'm genuinely trying. Okay, I'm trying. I just broke out in laughter. That's what I do. I don't bring the plur. I bring the laughter. And that's part of my job too. But back to Brian, he was telling you guys.
Okay, so yeah,
some good stuff.
we offer a marketing service to local businesses, mainly mom and pop shops, businesses with like 20 employees or less. Based on how we got started, it was really based on the feedback from these business owners that we've been hitting up over the past few years, and most businesses wanted something cheap, something easily accessible, and something that keeps them relevant on social media. And this is what we actually provide for local businesses. So when you sign up for our marketing plan, $60 a month, what you get out of that $60 is a profile on the app, and I might as well kind of...
Well, hold on, real quick. Shout out to Chrissy from Karma Spa. Thanks for the share. We really appreciate that.
Okay, so
You want me to walk it up closer?
yeah, can you show the screen? So if you click on local business, and then you scroll down to restaurants,
Boom.
and then let's scroll down to Fat City Brew. And so Fat City signed with us about a couple months ago, and what we do is build a profile. So if you open Fat City's profile and scroll down, so typically you can add multiple pictures. We can build a bio or description of your business, and then like business hours, basic info, and then what's cool about the profiles on the app is that we can add all the social media links to your profile: Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that. So if you click on Instagram on there, oh, I can see the reflection.
Oh,
So there
you go.
Okay, so if you click on the social media feed, so if you click on Instagram, users can actually like and follow your page without even leaving the app. So if you back out of there, there's also a section for ratings and reviews, kind of like Yelp, but we're like way better than Yelp, I think, because one, we authenticate every user that downloads the app through email or through a phone number, and so all the reviews that you get on this app are legit. We make sure that there's no haters out there. We try to keep everything on the Hood app positive. It says reviews, but we really should just put testimonials. We're not about hating on other businesses or anything like that, or hating on each other. We're all about supporting and promoting. So any type of like negative reviews that get put on there, we try to make sure that the business and the user actually resolve that. I know that takes up a lot of time to do that, but we're just trying to keep everything on the Hood app positive, because we're all about supporting and promoting local. So anyways, so what we do for the subscription is build a profile, and then I'll basically go through the checklist that we do. Every time we sign a new client, we get them entered into our system. We build a profile. Along with that profile, we have to basically make sure that your logo is formatted correctly so that it shows up on the profile the way you want it to show up. So we design all the elements in the app, and then we create an ad that pretty much basically welcomes you to the Hood app. And so you notice that every time we post on our Instagram, sometimes we say we'd like to welcome so-and-so to the Hood. That usually means that we just recently signed them to become part of the Hood. And so we give them a shout out, and that actually counts as the first post. And so part of our service is that we build you a profile, and then we put 2 posts a month on Instagram and Facebook, and then at the end of the month we deliver all the analytics for those 2 promotions or those 2 posts to the business owners, and then they kind of determine how effective that promotion is. And we've noticed that on the local deal section, the promotions that these businesses put, some are good, but some could be better. And the whole purpose of providing this service is to get people into your business, more consumers, supporting local businesses, and we try to give an incentive to the average consumer on why they should just stop by your restaurant or use your service and stuff like that. So Marcelis, usually when you're out and you sign a new client, we try to get them to put out like pretty much a good deal or a good promotion. How has that been as far as like when you talk to business owners? Are they kind of open to local deals or anything like that? Like as far as like specific promotions?
Yeah,
I
they're
can think
super,
of one already.
they're super open. You know, they like the idea, whether or not do they think their deal is gonna be good or not. Like everybody likes the idea of it. Do people give good deals? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But you know what? I would say the deals show themselves for real. If you get on there for a month and you have like 5% off of everything off in the store, that deal's not gonna work. Straight up, 10% not gonna work. Like I've learned that you need a good 20% off.
Or buy one get one free.
Or buy one get one, or something that makes people want to walk into the business. Now there are people who, what was that deal that you're thinking about?
What was it? I can't remember exactly what. Yeah, it was that one.
And he said like 3. Like the deal that he had was like a piece on the, spoilers. Some had to do with exhaust.
Maybe $20 off of something that was like $300.
Yeah, it was like $20 off of something that was like $300 and something dollars. So it was just like, that was a terrible deal. Because
no, we were talking about like doing the used tires for cheaper or whatever. And he was like, they're already cheap, but.
Yeah, well, see, the whole point of promoting is to make consumers move. You know, they're not going to move if it's like 10% off, 5% off. So we always try to recommend something almost ridiculous. Like, we don't want you to lose money, we just want to get you new customers. And that's the hardest part that I realize is getting these new customers, like what's going to get them to walk in the door. And sometimes it's going to be a ridiculous deal. You know what I mean? Like a buy one, get one free, you know? And sometimes that's what you got to put out there, because once they walk into your door, then it's all about your customer service, on how you treat them is what's going to keep them coming back. And that's kind of like the goal in the end. And so that's been a big challenge from getting a lot of our users to actually use some of the local deals, because sometimes the local deals just isn't enough for them to go out of their daily routine and actually step into your business and use that actual coupon, because I mean, there are a lot of people out there that use coupons. I still use coupons. No one likes paying full price for
And
something.
everybody knows I like to go to CVS and get my coupons.
Yeah, so,
Everybody who knows me knows I be at CVS all the time.
racking up them points. But yeah, so for the businesses out there, think of a good promotion. You know, like what we can provide as, you know, for our marketing service, we'll provide the exposure. We can get eyeballs to that promotion, but we can't make people move if that promotion isn't that captivating. So keep that in mind. A buy one, get one free, maybe 30-40% off.
I mean, because you have to think about, you know, you have to think about like, when was the last time that you moved for a 5 or 10% off? Like, you don't move for that. But if someone's to offer 20, 30, or even a, you know, 2-for-1 special or something like that, you're gonna move for that, you know? Like when, you know, for instance, like the store. I like going to the store because then you're gonna buy 2 drinks for 1.
Show them.
Right?
Yeah, show them the deal for the store. It's a
The store's the probably
It's a
one of the
2-for-1.
best.
Yeah, it's a
And if you go
2-for-1.
to the comment section, you'll be like, lady.
We'll get there.
Alright.
We'll get there. We'll talk about local artists.
Like 20%
Oh, no,
off
I'm
event
saying
space.
in
That's
store,
super dope.
like,
2-for-1
the
drink.
things are
Oh, it's all you.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So, sorry, what were you saying?
I know, lost you guys. That's okay. I'm showing them the 20% off event space, 2-for-1 drinks. Oh, you know what I used recently? The one for the balloons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
$11.99.
Yeah, 11. Where is that?
How much are balloons? I don't know.
A dozen balloons for $11.99.
How much are regular?
And that's at B&B.
Yeah.
Shout out to B&B.
Shout out
Yeah,
to B&B.
shout out to them.
Yeah,
They provided the chairs and
Yeah.
things like that, right, for the event?
Yep, for sure. And the tables that we use.
Sick.
So, actually, can you show them how you would redeem the actual coupon? And so basically the way you would redeem it is by leaving a rating or a review. And what that does is helps businesses kind of keep track of what coupons are being used so that they can kind of look at it. And it also shows the history of that coupon. It's like, oh, this person used it, or that person used it, or this person uses it all the time. So,
So if you look, like from what Flex is doing right now, like all you would do is go in, leave a rating or a review, and then that's pretty much it. They allow you to redeem that coupon right then and there.
yeah, and we're still working on our app. I know there's a lot of things in our app that could be better and more efficient, but this is just the beginning. We're growing right now. Our main thing is we're just trying to fill it up with good content, and this good content is like the local businesses. A big part of why we do this is to help the businesses that don't promote themselves get out there, get more exposure. Because there's a lot of old school business owners that we run into all the time, and they're not kind of familiar with how social media works, or the times change the way marketing is done. There's just so many channels out there, so many different ways to market your business. We're just actually one. I'm not gonna lie, using our service alone is not gonna do it for you, but it will help. And so it would supplement whatever you're doing right now. So if you're doing like bus ads or billboards, stuff like that, that's great. But adding our service to what you're doing right now makes it even better. Because what we do is super cheap. I mean, $60 a month to become part of the hood is, I think it's a super good deal. And what you get out of it, I mean, the listing on the app is one thing, being part of the app, having all those features, the profile, it's cool, but we also just promote you on social media. We post you, but we also kind of lead by example. Every time we do lunch, we try to do lunch at a local mom and pop shop. We understand that sometimes supporting local could hurt the wallet a little bit because it is a little more expensive than McDonald's, Jack in the Box, doing their value menu, and it's convenient. But what we're trying to do is get the average consumer to support local businesses more often than what they usually do. So if you support a local business, say you shop or dine at a mom and pop shop once a month, let's ramp that up to like twice a month. Or if you do it like once a week, let's do it like 3 times a week. And that's the whole goal, is that if we can get more people supporting mom and pop shops, I mean, there's just so many benefits to it. Like, we can raise our market value, we can create more jobs. I mean, so many like, what other benefits do you think our community gets when you support a local business?
Well, the number one thing is that it helps raise the local economy. I mean, it's going to help rebuild Stockton. I mean, there's a huge movement right now in downtown Stockton to reinvent Stockton. Let's try and make the community better. And one of those ways is by supporting local, and that's pretty much what we're pushing right now. Is we want other people to support local because they'll help rebuild Stockton, it'll help provide jobs for other people out there. It's going to also help, just in general, you'll see the movement of Stockton just rise, and it'll all be because we're all working together to support local as a team, and that's a great part about being part of the hood app, that's for sure.
And I think that's perfect because it leads into exactly why we do this. I think that kind of probes us into why each of us got into starting the hood or getting involved. I know that you've been doing this for a long time, but for someone like me too, who's been here 2 weeks compared to the many years that you've been doing this, we all have, I think, that in common.
Yeah, the mission, our mission is to...
We're all on the same page, support local.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, our mission is all about that. This is why we're doing what we're doing, offering this super low subscription, just to get everybody to join together in one mission, which is to support local businesses. Because in the end, it's going to rebuild our economy, raise our market value, provide more jobs. Like, if you guys like Papa Herbs, Kyoto, like these mom and pop restaurants, we have to support them as much as possible, because if they go out of business, then we're going to end up stuck with a bunch of corporate chains, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Wendy's, these fast food chains, and then we're missing all this I mean, there's so much talent in Stockton that there's so many skilled people that are willing to take the risk and start their business on their own, and they need us to support them, just to keep them in business. And we're doing our part as a marketing company to help really promote these local businesses. We're just really genuinely trying to help promote them as much as possible. Through social media, through, door to door, going to events, promoting. We're trying to do whatever we can just to get more people involved in supporting local businesses.
There was one thing that you said that stuck with me. It's you're bridging the path, or creating that bridge between old school and new school marketing. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
a lot of people need to.
Okay, so
Real quick, shout out to Mocha for the share on Facebook.
Shout out Mocha.
Hey, thanks
What's
so
up,
much.
Mocha?
We really
Had a great time
appreciate
with
it.
y'all Friday, man. Y'all have
Yeah.
a great rest of your day, and thank you for tuning in.
Yep. And I think to touch on with what we've been going off of so far is like Ryan keeps saying, we're all about the community and always trying to bring everyone together. And that's like the key thing in the Hood app, and that's like our whole mission behind everything. But go ahead and touch up on what you're saying.
Okay, so like it all started, like I've been doing graphic design since like 2002, and like I've done a lot of business with a lot of local, you know, mom and pop shops. 100% of my, you know, clients are mom and pop shops, small businesses, and so based on the feedback that I was getting from them, is how Hood started. But it all actually started with this idea of an oversized postcard with advertising space on it. And so basically the idea was to use direct mail, which is old school or traditional marketing, use direct mail as a way to promote these local businesses. Because, I mean, basically that was the whole point, was to help these businesses promote themselves better. What was a good way to promote? Direct mail. So every responsible adult still checks the mail. Like if you got a jury duty notice, you would get that in the mail. If you were to get a new driver's license, you would get that in the mail. If you get a credit card, you still get that in the mail. There is no
It's
other.
not Amazon. Like
Yeah,
everybody uses.
Yeah, I mean, so like, mail is still the most reliable source of delivery. You know, if you're not going to hand it to the person, you know, in person, you would mail it to them, because there's really no other reliable source to do it. So I'm still really bullish on direct mail. I think it's very effective because it gets something into the hands of the consumers. Because the most important thing is like
Let me see something.
the exposure. So I mean, obviously you can tell that that postcard is super old. And anyways, that's how it all started. And so the feedback that I was getting was that it is a great idea. The only problem is that everything's digital now. And so that's how the app came to life, is because I was trying to figure out the best way to promote local businesses. And so I would ask for their feedback, like what have you used in the past? What works the best? What works the worst? Make sure I don't do that. And so basically, from my experience and from all the feedback, direct mail was one of the most effective ways of marketing, because it does get something into the hands of consumers. So if there's a deal on there, like we were going back to like the coupon, like if you provide a good enough incentive for someone to walk into the door, they would cut that coupon out and bring that to your business.
Yeah.
That's how you would get them. But a lot of the objections I was getting when I was trying to sell the advertising space on the card was that everything's mobile, everything's on social media, this and that. And so that app came into play as a supplement to the actual card. So basically I was just like, well, if I created an app that had every single coupon that was on the card accessible through the app, would that solve that problem? And so basically the answer was yes. And so that took a while, is, you know, creating the app, putting the app together and making it work. But I mean, that's pretty much how the app started. And we're planning on launching the card again sometime soon. We're just trying to get this situated, and we got a lot of things going on. I'd be lying to you if we had all the answers. We don't, and we're kind of like figuring this out, because there's really no other company that we know of that does what we do. Mm-hmm. You know, going back to those 3 key points, something cheap, something easily accessible, and something that keeps them relevant on social media. So that's what we do, is we build you a profile, make all your social media pages easily accessible through the app, and then we promote you on social media twice a month on Instagram and Facebook, and we try to keep you at least relevant on social media. That's pretty much the service that we do provide.
Did you mention also the local artist?
Oh, okay, so Yeah, let's mention
Real-
I feel like this
Wait,
is
hold on.
important, and if you guys
Hold on,
don't
real
know-
quick, because there's a question from Taylor.
Okay.
Taylor.
What up, Taylor?
Yep, Taylor Marr. He says, do you guys plan on going outside of Stockton anytime soon?
The plan is to branch out because there is a hood in every city. But obviously we got to start in our own hood. Stockton is near and dear to my heart.
My bad.
And so I think Stockton really needs it. Stockton really needs a service like this. Not only in Stockton, I think every city needs this. But anyways, we're getting into the local artist section. Oh wait, so yeah, we do plan on branching out to other cities, but we got to make sure that we take care of our own first. And so once we have it working good here in Stockton, then eventually we'll branch out. But yeah, first let's make it work here in Stockton. So going back to the app, we're gonna talk about the local artist section, and it actually started as a freelancer section, and it was really made for like all the like graphic designers, people like skilled crafts that people have, their side hustles, stuff they do on the side, but they don't have an established business. We wanted to create a platform for these people. Marcelis came on board. I mean, that's how Marcelis came on board, is because we were thinking, what if we opened a comedian category and all the comedians in Stockton are found on the app? Is there a delay on loading?
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay. We're running on Wi-Fi. But anyways, there's Marcelis is. You want to go ahead and show off your profile? You should show off
It's
your
your boy
profile.
MF Comedy.
Oh, you on it? You on it? So yeah, I have a profile on the Hood app. I'm in the comedian section. It's one of my favorite parts about Hood app. Honestly, I'm super biased towards supporting local. Local businesses. I want to promote you guys. I do promote for you guys, but local artists, that's my realm. All the musicians, the photographers, the artists. That's like my thing. I book them on my events, my own events, besides Hood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all support local, and that's how I got down, and that's how I became a part of Hood, because I was for that. And yeah, did you show my profile?
Yeah.
The profile,
It shut down, so
profiles
I'm
are
trying to, like,
cool
you know.
because they show everybody's information. If you wanted to book me, you could. If you wanted to attend one of my events, you could look me up on the app to see where I'm performing next, where I'll be in the future, to see what's good with me. Follow all my social media, etc. Leave me a review.
You've got
it'd be
12?
much appreciated. And yeah, just keeping it real, man. It's a platform that you can showcase your talents, even if you're not talented. Honestly.
So let's dive into the local artist section of the app, which is why Puff Annie and Punchi, that's why we connected with them, because they're local artists. But if you
Shout
think
out
about
to Puff Annie and Punchi, by the way.
What's
Shout
up?
out to Punchi for coming in last week. We respect that.
Of course.
Yeah.
so anyways,
Thanks, Gil.
we kind of realized that the local artist section on our app is actually a great platform for local artists. Excuse me. For one, it's basically like a local business profile, but it's just for the artists themselves. So, whatever your craft is, say if you're a painter, a visual artist, or graphic designer, or whatever, and you're looking for jobs or commissions, this is a platform where people can actually find you now. If you wanted to find a comedian in Stockton, where do you go? So if you wanted to find a graffiti artist in Stockton, where do you go? Or a musician, a singer, an actress, a dancer, whatever it is that you do on the side or whatever your passion is, and it's a craft that you build on your own, it would be great for you to have a profile on our app. If you're a rapper and you got like your SoundCloud link, we can add that link directly onto the app. People can actually listen to your music through the app. We haven't been pushing it that hard like we should be, but it is open to any artist out there that wants to become part of it. It's only $10. $10 locks you in for life. And all the businesses that sign up, you're locked in for life too. I mean, you get grandfathered in the beginning stages of this. But anyways, going back to local artists, $10 will build your whole profile, all your social media links, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, all those links will be on there, and users can actually like and follow your page, subscribe to your YouTube channel, all through the app. So it would just $10. I mean,
Well, if I'm being
For all
honest, the local artist part is probably my favorite part of the app. Like, I love getting the local deals, but I have major respect for local artists. Like, I've been hitting up my friends, all my artist friends, and like, look, like, I want to talk to you, get in touch with you because we provide this platform, and I fuck with you. Like, my bad, but I support you. You know, like, I fuck with you.
No,
and
you good.
This is the platform that, you know,
Oh yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, all about the
You know,
local, because like you
I'll
said,
sign
you know, there's
businesses up, but I'm for the local
I'm
artists.
for the local artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm a local artist through and out. Like, I do anything to
yeah.
support and, you know.
And, like, I go back to what you were saying about, you know, you want to find a comedian, you want to find a musician. There's nowhere to start. Like, if I were to try to find you to book you for an event, I wouldn't know how to find you. I didn't know who you were until the Hood App Showcase, you know? So already that was a movement that I seen from the Hood that we're doing. We provide that platform. So, yeah, going back to that, like, now I can hit up Punchy and be like, yo, like, I need this piece done for me or something like that. Or
yeah, I mean, like, if you're even a local business that wants a mural done in your restaurant or your shop or whatever, you can find the artist on the app. Just look under local artists, visual artists. You got Puff Annie, Punchy,
yeah.
Lobo's on there. Lobo's on there as a musician and as a visual artist, because he does both. He raps and he, you know what I'm saying? The art culture that we have here in Stockton is dope. I mean, there's some talented individuals out there that no one's ever heard of, and that can't be found.
Exactly.
And if we get you onto the app, at least there's a directory to find these talented people. And so, I mean,
And it's $10 for that
$10.
lifetime profile. You know, anybody can.
And that's limited time. But
yeah.
Limited time.
So, I mean, we don't know when it's going to go up. It will probably go up when things get really busy, when there's like 1,000 local artists on there. and like keeping up with all that, yeah. But for now, $10, sign up before, that changes. Also, the subscription on the local business side, $60 right now. We don't see it staying that way forever.
No.
It's probably going to increase, but all those that already became part of the Hood, you guys are locked in. As long as you stay locked in with us.
Yep, and the crazy thing is that we already upped it from the last time. Like we started at $50 a month.
Yeah,
for the
and-
local business.
Well, because we realized that all the stuff we're doing, I mean, it's a lot of work. Putting these profiles together, it takes time. Like,
Yeah.
I mean-
if we're being real, the day to day, like, it takes way more than just us. It takes
Yeah.
way more than us and Angel.
yeah, Angel's not here. Yeah,
Shout out to Angel though.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
He might be
Angel.
popping through the
I
door
hope you're
anytime
doing this
soon.
right now.
But
This is for
anyways,
you.
like what it takes to just get your profile built, it does take some time to get that all together. And I think a big chunk of the time is spent in the designing process, which is what me and Angel do is we design these ads, and we try to make all the designs look nice. We don't just throw it together. We take pride in our work, and so I mean, obviously the app looks nice. I think so. I mean,
Hey, you're hella proud of yourself. No, I dig it. I love it.
Yeah.
no, for real, and we got a lot of good feedback on how the app is displayed, how it's user friendly, how it looks good on the eyes, and we try to make all our designs look good as well. And so that's the part that kind of slows the process down. But like I said, we're trying to put quality content out there.
Yes. In everything that we do. Not just in the app, in our Instagram posts.
Everything.
Everything as far as like pictures to what's written.
And so basically, this is a basic rundown. Okay, so Marcelis usually goes out, Gil and myself, when we do sales. Yeah, we're old school. We get our clients to fill this form out. Old school stuff, basic contact information, and then our service. And then once we get a new client signed up.
Run it up there. So you can
Yeah,
see
show them the form. So this is all the
form.
the form. This is the sign up form.
Yeah, so basically it shows all the little different options as far as what you can pick and choose. But basically we try to get you to do the basic marketing package. So once you sign up with us, there's a process that happens. And so this right here is kind of like a checklist. I mean, you can go ahead, you can give them a close-up of that, just real quick. And so we go through this whole checklist. Once we get you signed up, we go through that checklist. We build your profile. We create the images for your profile. We find it either through social media or if you, usually it helps a lot when the business provides the logos and images that they want on the profile. But most of the time we're actually doing the research ourselves and trying to find all that information. So that takes time, and then we build a profile, then it goes into the design stage where me and Angel design your ads, all the images for the profile, and then from there, then it goes into Flex's stage where she creates the content to be posted on Facebook and Instagram along with that design. And so we actually take time and make sure that when we do post these things, we want to give a proper shout out, a proper representation of your business. We try to be as, I guess,
Genuine.
Yeah.
Genuine.
That's genuine, yeah.
We try to keep it real.
Question.
Keep it real 100% of the time. And we take pride in every post. We want to make sure that we do represent our clients the right way and let people know like who these businesses are, and make sure that we get their image across through social media the right way, for one.
For the local businesses though, like one thing that you guys could help us with is great pictures. Like we can't express that enough. Like the pictures that you want to represent your business, that really matters. The graphic designers take the time to crop, do all the stuff that they have to make the ads. But what makes that simpler and quicker is the quality pictures that you give us. The more we get, the more content we're able to push out for you to make you look good. And that's our, like we're already saying, it's like that's all we want to do is just make you guys look better, you know, and that's the best part.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, pictures go a long way, especially in social media. If you want more followers, put better content, better pictures out there, because it does make a difference. If you look through our social media page, like in the beginning, the content, like I guess the content in the posts aren't as good as they are now, because now we have more people on our team. giving their input on what we should highlight when we mention these businesses in the post. We're really trying to just put out really good quality content, and we're going to keep trying to do that, which kind of leads into our podcasts in general. The whole purpose of this podcast was, well, two things. When we go out and do door-to-door sales, we meet a lot of local business owners, and there's a lot of stories that we hear on how they started. And those are things that I think everyone should know, is their history on how they got started in business. And it's not a common thing for someone to actually start a business, and it's really hard, and we understand that. And when they share their stories of what they went through, and then it turns into like a success story, like, wow, they've been in business for 20 years and they're still doing it good. And or some businesses get passed down from generation to generation. Hearing those stories, I mean, they're really interesting. Like Gil, Marcelis, they know, like, every time they sign a new business and they hear their story.
Hey, I just like to talk. Anyways, I'd be like, I forget I'm even selling hood. Like, I just talk to them and, like, hear the wildest things. You guys would, you guys are business owners, I'm sure. You guys know, Yeah. I don't know why I always had this, like, thought, like, every business owner is going to be organized or this or professional.
Like super professional.
Or that. It's like, no, you're just a person like me. Okay, cool. And then I just hear their journey as far as to how they opened that business. And some of you out there have, like, the best story. And that's what this show is about.
For real. Yeah. That's one thing that I liked about doing sales. I'll be honest, I hate sales. But this is the first time in my life that I'm actually proud to actually sell something, our service. Because what we're really trying to do is just really trying to help. And what's cool, like, the best part of sales is actually meeting these business owners. And then when they share the stories of how they started, I mean, it's really motivating and inspiring. And we want to share these stories with you guys, our audience. And I think it's very important that the consumers learn these stories of these business owners, because now it's different when you go to their restaurant and actually spend money for the
It
food
creates a different level of respect.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm willing to pay the extra $2, $3, $4, $5 at a local business because I know, like, their history. Like, what I'm saying? You know that money that you're spending is staying in Stockton. It's not gonna travel out of state to a corporate headquarters somewhere else. It's staying in our own community. And so, like, everything that we do, this podcast, when we go to events, when we promote, when we sell our service, it all goes back to our mission. To support and promote local businesses, because in the end, in the long run, it's going to be the future of our economy here in Stockton, and we want to inspire the younger generation to actually open up their own shop, their own restaurant.
Or just influence young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Young
to
pioneers
go
who
for
are
it.
starting whatever it is that they want to do. I remember when we had Jasmine in for her interview from Get Caked LA. Shout out
out,
Jasmine.
Hey, so
She
for
usually tunes in every other show.
She actually has a question on here.
Oh, okay.
Yo, MF, she goes, why are you so passionate about hood?
Hey, yo, mind your business. I'm playing.
It's all love. We're just kidding.
I'm playing with you. I'm passionate about hood, like I said, for the local artist section. Honestly, with local businesses and local deals had nothing to do with MF comedy.
No,
So
real talk though.
yeah. And then they opened up local artists, and it was just like I was already doing that. Like before they came to me, I opened up a new section in my Laughs on the app where I was like, I'm gonna showcase artists.
And if you guys don't know Laughs on the App, he does his own comedy show. What is it, like every month at least?
Yeah, it's like a monthly comedy show, and it's held at the Ave, and it's been running pretty smoothly now. And I was getting crowds, and I was like, man, what if I use my crowds to showcase artists as well? So I formed a mini section. It was like the show. Okay, so this is the true idea to this. Everybody, if you do an event like that, you're gonna know. Like, you start the show at 9. Everybody's not gonna be there until 9:30. So if you want to be about your word and start the show exactly at 9, which I did, I needed like to be creative about it. So yeah, so in that time I was like, why not support local artists while I'm being creative? So basically 9 to 9:30 was my portion of music, and it worked out great. It still works out great. And then that's when I met Hood. And then they were like, oh, we have this local artist section. And you know, being the type of person I am, everybody knows me. Like, I dove in full head. Like, okay, what can I do to help to support these individuals? And we created a lot of things to do so. So I'm living out my vision with the Hood's vision. So it just all ties into the same thing. So I support local artists, but you know what? Every time I sign up a business, I'm also promoting for the Hood app. Every time I promote for the Hood app, go door to door and let somebody know about the Hood, it's letting somebody know about these local artists as well. So everything I do ties together. Every time I say Hood, it's MF Comedy. You know, every time I say MF Comedy, somebody comes to my show and then watches one of my artists that I booked. They're getting some clout off them. You know what I'm saying? What we created.
What you're saying is real talk though. The very first time that I ever spent time with Marcelis, he took me to a business to go pitch. You remember what was it, Windows or whatever? And it was a guy who was at your show the weekend before that. The whole time, that's what he wanted to talk about with you. He just kept mentioning like, oh, it was so funny. He was talking about getting you a new mic and stuff like that. So he's real about it. Like when he says that it goes hand in hand or that it ties in together, it's real. It's genuine. Like you genuinely fuck with the Hood and promote what you're doing. And see it like that. When you're like, I fuck with local artists or support it.
Because if everything drops, this radio show, this app, just like the relationships that I build with these individuals that I do business with is genuine, and they know what's up relationship. So it's like, if we could have these platforms to help generate that, it's even better. You know what I'm saying? He was happy off of going to my show. He wanted to buy me a microphone. He wanted to support in the community. That plur is what I'm giving off.
Hey, plur.
That blur is one.
I think it's awesome though that it's not just with that one guy. Like you really do have those relationships with a ton of business owners. So it's cool that you can see them at your show, and they bring their families and stuff too, right? Yeah, aka
not even just business owners. Like I said, just people in general. Like if you're gonna download the app, you're gonna look somebody up on the app. You're gonna come to the Laughs on the app. If you're an artist, like all of these people get that. You know what I'm saying? That plur.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an artist, I mean, please become part of the Hood.
Yeah.
Just Venmo us $10, and then that'll be enough for us to just take the time and build your profile, put it together, put all your social media links out there. Just that alone puts you in front of the eyes of anyone that browses through the local artist section. I mean,
there's a lot of people.
You just never know. You just never know. I mean, we got so many. I mean, how many local artists do we have in there in total? Probably like 20, 30.
I was gonna say it's like 36.
But there's like
I counted them.
there's like hundreds of talented people here in Stockton that should just be on there. I mean, save up $10, lunch money, just and then we'll set it up for you. And
Yep, and I'll do my best to make sure that comes up. Like, once you send that over and all the information needed, your profile should be able to come up within 24, 48 hours. I do have pretty quick turnaround times for you guys.
I feel it. Pretty good turnaround.
so, I mean,
Good.
so we're getting ready to actually launch a new category on the app, and we've had this planned out for quite some time. But I think we might as well just announce it.
Yeah.
We're gonna create a section for local events. So like, let me get closer. So it'll be on the homepage. So hood, local businesses, local artists, local deals, and then we're gonna add local events. So once we launch that, there'll be a big announcement. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna work yet, but yeah, once we pump that out there, I think it'll be dope. I think we'll have pretty much everything that we need on the app, and I think that was one of the main things that was missing was local events, like what's going on. We're still not sure how we're gonna do the layout because there's events everywhere, and then the timing of these events, we want to make sure that that doesn't get mixed up with location. There's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it. It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah,
It's a
so
whole nother beast.
but once we add that on there, I know for sure it's going to be really beneficial for not only the users, but for the local artists and the local businesses. Because local artists and local businesses host events all the time. There just needs to be one place where anyone can go and find out what's going on here in Stockton. And we're hoping to be that platform for local events.
If you've got a sec, I got some questions for you. I wasn't sure if you were
Yeah.
Mid-sentence.
Sorry, I wasn't staying.
You got an answer.
all right. So we have Coach Cal B says, "I have the app. How do I get my business/sell in the hood?"
So what we'll do with you, Coach, is we'll schedule an appointment for me to come by. What is his business? Did he say?
Let's see, Coach Calby, can you give us some more information on your business?
Our business, like
So you know what? Normally, what we could do, we have our business cards. He could call or email. I'll give him mine. I'll show him my number right now. You can do 209-518-0534. And what I'll do for you is I'll come by and we'll talk about what you need done, and then we'll fill out this form here. Fill you in a promo for your business. So like we said, what usually works is 20% and above, buy one get one, and then we'll get you hooked up with depending on what you want, 6-month trial, year trial, or the month to month.
So basically, for any business out there that's interested in becoming part of the hood, first and foremost, download the app. Once you download the app, you can click on hood at the very top, and you can send us feedback. So basically, in the feedback section, you can just type in your business and say that, hey, I want to become part of the hood. As soon as you hit submit, we'll get an email notification, and then we'll send Marcelis or Gil or myself to meet up with you, or we'll schedule a meeting or appointment, and then answer any question you have about our service. And we can just go from there. Or you can, if you follow us on Instagram, you can just DM us. Or if you just want to give us a call.
Yeah, like I said,
give us a call or email info@hoodofficial.com. That goes to all of us. All of us have access to that email. So once you send that email, one of us will see it right away, and then we can respond right away. Or you can go to our website, hoodofficial.com. On our website, it explains kind of generally what we do, but there's a contact form there that you can just submit. There's so many different ways you can get in touch with us, and we can get you signed up and started. Other than that, I mean, is there any other questions?
Yeah, Jasmine did ask one. I think it was at each of us. What was one of our best experiences since working with the hood?
Ooh.
Very good question.
You want to start with you?
Yeah, flex first.
Whoa.
Or what?
let's go here first. Let me.
What's your best experience with it?
Mine
My
easily
best experience.
Think about
is when we worked together to throw the hood event. I mean, I produce shows. I've been producing shows for about a year and some change before I produced that one with the help of Brian and Gil. Me and Gil were doing the footwork, you know, hanging up posters and flyers. Brian helped with as far as resources, trades with businesses, sponsors. And then I produced the layout of the show, like booking, what we need, etc. And then we done that together, and that was probably the biggest show I produced. You know, I mean, it is. I mean, not probably. It is the biggest show that.
It was a good show. If you guys didn't go to our launch event, it was. I liked it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean,
awesome show.
It was awesome. I mean, nobody could really mess with it as far as everything that we had. We had free food, free booth, table. We did it like my show, sort of. We did the music, then the comedy.
acts, yeah.
So it was lots of fun, and it was,
Yeah.
like I said, the biggest event that I produced at that point, which I thought was going to be this summer, but it came a little bit sooner, and we did it in under a month. So just the numbers for that show of how we did that was cool. I liked that. I enjoyed it.
so that was pretty much your highlight. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, there's so many different highlights. I'd have to
You gotta
shuffle
think of-
through my file
Yes, that's what I'm
cabinet.
saying. I'm like, I gotta go through
I know.
it. But you know what? If I'm going to be really real, and like I said, I've only been here, this is now, what, week 3? My entire first week so far has been the best experience with the hood. I've been to the showcase, but I can't necessarily say that that was my best experience since joining the hood because I hadn't officially come on then. But
That's the first time we met, I think.
yeah, that was the
At-
first
at
time
the
that I met
event,
you guys.
First
yeah.
time I seen you.
Well, I don't know if you know, but that day when I was leaving with Mika, and I was trying to talk to you actually about how to get involved. But you were so busy, and then Gil had noticed, and Gil was like, "Oh, here, take my card." Do you remember that? You were like, "Take my
Of course.
card," or whatever,
Okay.
in case you want to talk about it later. And I was like, "Oh, for sure." And then that was, what day was the event? Like Saturday?
It was a Saturday, and then we met that following Monday or Tuesday.
Well, it was like, no, we met on a Monday, I think, but that was, I think, a week later. But
Okay.
so after that, he gave me a card. You don't know, you know what? I think it was that following Monday because I was like, oh, on Monday, I'm gonna text Gil or call Gil or whatever because he gave me the card. And then on Sunday, Mika sent me a screenshot and she was texting you like, hey, what are you guys looking for as far as like help or whatever?
Well, yeah, we were looking for a content person.
Yeah, and so I was like, yo, Mika, like, I don't really know what that means, like, to do content or whatever. And she was like, well, I think you'd be great at it. And I was like, I don't know what that means, though. So she was like, well, I'm going to give him your number and have him get in touch with you and you call him. And, you know, so we were like, okay. And then that's how we got in contact. And then we were like, okay, Monday, come in, we'll talk about it. Monday came in, met you guys, and officially just, like, instantly got on board. Tuesday came in. I had already written 3 content posts, I think, that day, and then
I liked it too. Because that's sometimes one of the hardest part is just coming up with the content to post because we want it to be meaningful. We don't want to be, you know, like we want to be genuine.
Yeah.
And Marcelis witnessed this so many times where I have a post ready to be posted on my phone and I'm still trying to type out the content. And I'm like thinking and it's like 45 minutes go by and I'm like still trying to figure out what to write.
yeah, and remember, this guy does the graphic designs. He does everything. So for him to be sitting for 45 minutes just trying to write a caption, and he does it multiple times a day. So like, that at the end of the day, that's 2-3 hours lost.
Yeah.
When you could be doing your
Design,
design,
yeah.
you know, stuff like that. So I think everything just kind of fell into place. Like I said, I walked in and I was like, well, I don't really, you know, how I told them, I was like, to be real with you, like, I didn't graduate college. I'm not probably gonna graduate college. So if you guys are patient with me and understanding where I'm at, you know, then I'm patient with you guys. I'm here for the journey. I'm here for the passion. This is what I want to do. And so
because they had given me the opportunity. I was like, yeah, I fuck with you guys, and I give you guys the opportunity right back too. So by the end of that first week, I had already had one of my closest friends, one of my dearest friends, come in for an interview. So that was super dope too.
Yeah,
like,
that was episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
And that was all in the first. Was that the first week?
Yeah, for
That
real.
all
That's
in
like
the
the
Okay,
third
so
day.
that is crazy.
All
so,
in my first week, I had gotten all this content done, and then by Friday had my first interview worked out, my first artist on the app. You know, like it was the coolest experience. I think the whole first week for me was my best experience. But you know,
it was
two
dope. It
weeks,
was
so-
dope. I mean, I can
Well,
see
on top of
that.
that too, like we got to
I can
hang
see
out
that
a
being a
lot.
cool
Like, we got to get to know
experience.
each other. We went to Top Golf that week. What else did we do? Just game night. We chilled, got to know each other. I've only known these guys 2 weeks, and we're like tight.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the
We're
most
here
important
every
thing.
day. You know, every day, all day. We see each other all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we have in common is the mission. We're all down with the mission, like
Yep.
supporting local, not just saying it, but actually doing it, and then working with a company with that same mission. And I think, like, I'm open to anyone coming on board as long as you can share that same vision with the rest of the team. And like, we don't have like set positions here at Hood. It's just more like what needs to be done. Let's just do it.
Yeah, each of us are just like, hey, like, what can we do today? What do we need done?
Yeah.
Is there any way that I can help you out or take care of this for you?
Yeah, I mean, each of us have their own roles, but we still have each other's back in
Yeah.
every aspect of Hood. Yeah, I mean, it's been really cool. Like things have been picking up lately, and I like the direction that we're heading.
I
Anyways,
don't think you guys got to your best
yeah, I mean,
experiences
go ahead,
yet.
Gil.
Yeah, I think just my favorite experience, and this is gonna be like totally different than what they said, and it's more because I've been around the Hood app since July 1st of last year, so it's been a long time. But my utmost favorite experience so far is I love the aspect of the local business because that's number one key to Hood app. But my favorite experience was building local artists because it took a lot of effort for me to go to the events to meet these local artists, like meeting Marcelis for the first time at Blooming Romance, or like meeting Puff Annie and Poochie and talking to the River Open Mic and collabing with all of them. But when all of that came full circle and then we launched the local artist section and then everyone was all on board with that, it was cool to see that baby grow into something getting bigger. You know, it's still a child now, it's like a toddler now, but it's growing, you know, and it all started just from, you know, we talked about it at the very beginning, freelancers. Brian and I talked about freelancers for a while. I remember us shutting it down, but then when we had the idea to bring it back up, that was like awesome, because once we brought it up, that's what like made Hood app turn into what it is today now. You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool to just have been part of that. And you know, one thing I'm most passionate about is showing my love and my support for the local business owners, but more importantly, like the local artists as of right now, because like I've always been that person that's been passionate for my friends to succeed, like in entrepreneurship, in music, or whatever they wanted to. If they put their mind to it, I know they could succeed in it. And so the way I approach it and the way I see it is that that's what I love most about Hood app, is that I can fulfill my passion, which is promoting them, making them look good, you know, showing my love and my support for you guys. And just that in general, all of it combined. And now I could do it with a company that, you know, that's all we do, is show the love and the support, the plur of Hood, you know, and it's cool to just be part of that. So that's just my favorite experience, is just being able to be part of the growth of local artists at the very, very beginning of it.
As far as, well, I should just say, like, all you local artists out there, you should thank Gil for being part of Hood, because if it wasn't for Gil this section probably would have never blew up. I'm a dad of 3 kids, and so like going out to events is not a thing that I normally do. And I'm fortunate enough to have Gil on the team to actually go to one of these events, which was Puff Annie's and Punchi's. We say their name a lot because they were a big part of the local artist section, the rise of it.
The
because
OG local artist.
yeah, because Gil went to their event on the second floor of Huddle. Shout out to Huddle. He went to their event and he put himself in front of their faces and told them like, look, we're about to launch this category. I think it'd be dope for you guys to get on there. And that week after that that event, that's when Marcelis came in, Puff Annie, Punchi, all these different artists. That's when I met Lobo, like all these people. I literally, I had 18 meetings that first week after Sex Paint videotapes. After their event, I had 18 meetings, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, we had our first like big team meeting. And that wasn't really like, I was just basically opening the door to everybody that wanted to be part of Hood. And they did become part of Hood. Even though they're not like working side by side with us, they became part of Hood by offering to be on the local artist section and also promoting the app itself on their social media page, which, you know, our following went from like 400 to like 800 in like 3 weeks. And that was all because of the local artist section. And I mean, they were hella down for us. And like yeah, a big part of that was because Gil created that opportunity for Hood. And it worked out good. And now like we have so many relationships with a lot of artists out there, rappers, visual artists, musicians, all that, because of the app and because we're creating this platform for these local artists. But yeah, hats off to Gil on creating that momentum on that aspect. But for me, as far as like my, I guess, highlight in this journey, I can't really pinpoint it to one.
When Flex joined the team. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, no, honestly, when Gil came on board, and then Angel came on board, and then Marcelis came on board, and then Flex came on board, I was doing everything myself. And so when they came on board, it was just relieving more time for me to focus on the marketing and promoting and trying to build this business and take it to the next level. And we're still in that phase. I think this whole journey is a highlight in my opinion, because I would look back to when I first had the idea. And like, there's so many people out there with great ideas, but don't actually execute on them. And I think the moment that I really thought that this oversized postcard was the greatest idea in the world, I did everything that I could in my means to make it happen. And I literally had to become a salesman selling advertising on this card because I believed that this was going to make a change. It was going to be a game changer in the way people promote or advertise, the way local business advertise. And like actually moving forward and talking to these business owners, that's what kind of inspired me to keep going, is listening to all these stories that these business owners told. The hard times, the struggle, you know, the late nights, the early mornings, going through all that and like seeing their success present day, like, yeah, they went through all that and now look at them. Now they can just take vacations whenever they want. They don't have a boss to answer to. And that alone was inspiring. And I knew I had something great. Like, I knew it was a good idea, but I knew it was bigger than me. And so I had really no choice but to keep pushing it, because I knew I couldn't just let this die on its own. Like, if I stopped pushing, this would have never happened. I would have never met these local artists. I would have never connected with Marcelis, Gil, Flex. But that kind of shows, like, if you have an idea and you're really passionate about it, go for it. Like, just execute, just do it. Do something, even if it's the wrong thing, just do it, and then figure out, okay, that's the wrong way to do it, and then do it again.
Yeah.
And just keep going until you kind of figure it out. Like, every journey is like a maze, and you don't see it from the top view. You see it from, you going into that maze. But knowing that at the end of that maze is going to be where you want to be, I mean, it's worth the journey. And I think the journey that we're on right now is like, it's a big highlight in my opinion, because I'm able to look back at just the idea and then what the idea turned into. And it's this office, these people, this mic, all these cameras that are facing us right now. It all started from that little idea. And like, when you actually execute and take risks and go for what you think is a great idea, or something that you want to do or pursue in life in general, when you start making progress and seeing little success here and there, it's like more gas in the tank to just keep going. And so far right now, I feel like my gas is like on a quarter tank, and like these people that are by my side is like all like feeding the fuel. You know what I'm saying? They're putting gas in to make this engine run. And right now, like, the engine is not running really smooth. We don't have it down to a T, but we know we're gonna work together and keep moving forward with Hood. And I mean, this podcast, like, I always wanted to start a podcast. It was always in my head, but I never executed on it. But when Marcelis came on the team, he became that person to actually execute the podcast. Like, we had no structure. I mean, we had a camera sitting on a little piece of candle or something, and then while I was working, that was our first episode. It was like, our first episode was like my story, getting started on Hood and everything. Episode 2, Flex came in and brought in Jasmine, which, I mean, she was... I mean, for real, shout out Jasmine, thank you for coming through.
And it's cool because she tunes into all of them, like, she's
Shout out
tuned in
Jasmine.
right now, she's always here showing her on
Yeah, and so, I mean,
support.
yeah, I mean, because Marcelis came in and he actually just made it happen. He was just like, let's just do it. Just do it.
He took it on, he's like, we're gonna do it. He's
I know,
like,
and then he was like, get ready, we're going live. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep working, whatever. You just ask me what you want to ask me. But the whole point was, like, even though we didn't have it all laid out, all planned out, you gotta take action.
Yep.
Just take action.
Poochie, and he was here to talk about when he had met Mac Dre's mom and got in touch for the t-shirts and stuff like that. Like, that's the stuff I like to hear, so it's different dynamics.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all towards the same mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is cool of what we're doing, like what Hood is doing. I mean, it's everything that we do, it still supports that same mission. The podcast, our marketing service, when we host events, stuff like that, it's all going back to, supporting local, inspiring young entrepreneurs to start their own business or follow their path of what they're passionate about, stuff like that. I mean that's pretty much what Hood is. I mean, did we miss anything that we should discuss?
Back to what you mentioned about, like, envisioning your dream or what you wanted to get to or whatever. I'm gonna go back to last week when I had said this on one of our podcasts. It's you work toward your dream or you stay asleep and keep dreaming about it. And so I feel like that's definitely the movement that I see from all of you guys too, and everybody's living it. And I think that's like all 2018, just living on our dreams and
Yeah, I mean, for anyone out
like
there,
just pushing.
I mean, our doors are always open to anyone that just wants to come in and like talk to us. I mean, we got work to do, but if you're a local artist and like you want to know like more about what we do, or if you want to intern with us, that's open too. We'll pretty much give you the rundown of what we're doing, how we're doing it, everything that we do. We try to just be transparent as possible, and I think that's how we're gonna keep relationships strong, not with only our clients, but with the local artists. Everything that we do, we just try to keep it 100. 100% real. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Good.
The vision.
Sure.
We got any questions or anything on Facebook?
None on
Any?
Facebook, but Kevin Sanders says, "This is dope, man. Keep doing what you guys are doing."
Shout out to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Shout out to
Kevin. He's a hustler too. Kevin's a hustler. He's an entrepreneur. I met him because we were both entrepreneurs. We linked up with some guy who was offering a side job through Craigslist, and then so we both worked for this dude. Basically, did contract work for this dude, and that's how I met Kevin. And then me and Kevin were like, "Well, he does a lot of web stuff, and I do a lot of graphic stuff. Let's connect." And all of a sudden, he pursued his journey in the screen repair business. So if you're looking for, if you want to repair your screen,
Hey,
hit up Kevin. He's
What's
actually
he's in right now?
I'm just gonna go for a new phone. I'm not even gonna go with the screen.
yeah. But anyways, big shout out to Kevin.
Cool.
He pursued his dream into he pursued his hustle, and now he's doing big things. Thanks for your support, Kevin. That's my boy.
Thanks, Kevin.
Um,
Hey man, so kind of wrapping up here, we want to give a huge shout out to Optimum Advertising for sure for this big banner right
Yeah.
here.
Jed,
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Jed, thanks
Thanks
so
for
much,
looking
bro.
out.
Thanks for looking out. bro.
he just straight up offered to
Yep.
print a banner for us for our event. I was like, hell yeah. And shout out to Optimum Advertising. Shout out to Creative Vision Printing, Len. I actually used to work over there as a graphic designer. He took care of all the posters and the event tickets. So if you need something printed like today, tomorrow, hit up Creative Vision Printing. He can definitely knock that out for you. He also prints banners. They do clothing. They do pretty much anything printed. You can hit them up for all your printing needs. B&B Party Store. They took care of all the chair rentals for us and the tables. Oh Snap, big shout out to Oh Snap. They came through with the photo booth. That was kind of like a last minute thing. I connected with them and I told them, hey, I'm about to host this event. It'd be dope if you guys just just hook up your photo booth there, and they were down, and so they did. And shout out Oh Snap photo booth.
Oh Snap.
Oh snap! I still got my.
Who else?
That's pretty much it. Shout out to Uniqlo for your support.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
were one of our very first clients, so thanks for coming.
Patty, Raquel, big shout out to Uniqlo. They're a couple blocks down the street from us. They were one of the first ones to sign with Hood.
Yep.
And what was cool is that they're both co-founders of Uniqlo. What's cool, when I went in there, they actually sat down and talked to me and asked me, okay, what is Hood? What is Hood all about? And especially Patty, she really wanted to dig in and know who I was and why am I doing this. And they got the same mission too. They're all about supporting local. They brought their business downtown, or they opened up their business downtown because the community here in downtown is is live and well. We get a lot of support from a lot of businesses around here. Yeah, that's dope. So shout out to Unique World. Thank you for signing with us. Do we have like a list of shout outs that we want to?
1 second.
You know, while we're at it, let's open it up to questions too. We'll probably give it like the last few minutes if you guys have any more like last minute questions.
Yeah, so we're still live. I don't know how many people are tuning in, but
Ask us what you want. Go for it.
Shoot, you want to know what I eat for breakfast? Let me know because I'm hungry. What do I eat for breakfast? Half a bowl of cereal. No, just kidding.
I just drink Red Bulls. Sugar-free Red Bulls is my thing.
Mine changes all the time. I can never eat the same thing. I like breakfast
Do you eat
burritos.
breakfast? Me personally, I skip it. I just.
Oh,
If
you're
I'm at the
supposed to eat
time-
breakfast, man.
Yeah, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You never heard that?
I've heard it.
You
I
sure?
take that to heart for real
I
though.
don't know. All these nutrition facts out there.
I mean, you
It's
could
changing
you
every
could
day.
fast. You
Okay.
could fast.
Yeah, let's go back to the shout outs.
Go through this list real quick. Shout out to Pacific Audio and Video with Juan and Roger. You guys are freaking awesome.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
The one and only.
Shout out to Fat City, Don King.
What's up, Don?
Don, you make the.
Oh, they're closed. They're closed on Mondays, but we were actually down to go there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Heck yeah.
for some reason, we always want to go there on a Monday.
Yeah.
But they're closed on Monday, so you might see us tomorrow there at Fat City. Shout out to Karma,
Yep.
Karma Spa. They're on the Miracle Mall. Actually, a lot of the people that we signed in the beginning is part of the Miracle Mile. They already know what's up with Hood app.
Hey, they know what's up with it.
This guy's just been strolling on Miracle Mile like
Even if they're
oh.
not on that app, they know what's up. The mile knows what's up.
All right.
Shout out to Julie.
Julie Stockton Floral. Julie, we go back to like high school. We never really kicked it, but we knew each other in high school, and then 19 years later, damn, that's a lot of time. 19 years later, we reconnected, like straight cold call.
22.
Oh, actually, no, she reached out to us on Instagram, and
That's
then.
right.
But yeah, Julie, shout out to Julie Stockton Floral. Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. You better hit up our girl Julie over at Stockton Floral.
Yep.
Follow her. Find her on the app. I'm pretty sure we'll have a new deal for her coming out. Shout out to Blackwater Deli.
Patrick.
What up, Patrick? Big shout out to him. Shout out to the store.
Chuck. And
Chuck, yeah, Chuck and Kim, what's up? 2-for-1 drinks. Oh, in case you didn't know, when is their customer appreciation day?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday. They got something free.
Yep. And
We
then,
don't know what it is,
Oh.
but it's free.
Oh yeah, and then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they got free pool. So if
Yeah.
you guys want to play pool, that's where to play and use your 2-for-1 drinks.
Ooh, bam. Next, what's up? Sycamore. What's up, Sycamore? Cynthia. They actually helped us out a lot too. They helped sponsor the Hood App event. Big shout out to Sycamore. Next.
Harrow, thanks. Shout out to Vince Harrow, carpet cleaner. You're freaking awesome, man.
And then big shout out to Cafe Platano, Nicholas.
Yes.
Oh,
Pupusas, man.
I got it. Yeah, yes. They catered our event. If you went to our event, you tried a pupusa. They were bomb. Even those little what are the tostadas? Those little
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
What was that?
too.
What?
I
I don't even know what it's called.
I didn't even try meat one. I didn't know they had meat ones, and then I heard after the event, oh, the steak ones were bomb, the chicken. I'm like, what?
You just got the beans, the beans and the cheese.
Yeah, the cheese, and they were
Okay.
still bomb.
But yeah, shout out to Cafe Platano.
Get your pupusas there.
Big shout out to NorCal Mufflers, Mocha and Company.
Mocha. Those my girls right
Thank you,
there.
Mocha.
Yeah, they just came. They were actually episode 5 of
Yep.
our podcast.
Shout out March Lane Hydroponics.
Oh, those my guys too. Hey,
And
shout
they
y'all
got
out.
10% off of all your growing needs right now, man. 10% off your growing needs.
Yeah, I have a special connect. No bias. Between I love all the businesses, but I have a special connection for the ones that signed up through me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my guys. Y'all my guys and girls. I'm gonna take care of y'all like my babies.
Next shout out, Galleria, Gabino. What's up, Gabino?
Gabino.
Gabino, I follow Gabino's personal page. He's always barbecuing.
He's so funny.
Yes.
He's
Always
so
grilling.
funny.
Always grilling some, drinking some beer, grilling some.
Always Corona, too.
He has the best hospitality. If you go into his store, it's just super hospitable.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about his business.
Yeah, actually, his
Custom
store.
framing.
Yeah, custom framings, man. 50% off.
Oh yeah, so all you local visual artists out there,
Mhm.
you got paintings, you got posters or whatever it is, frame it up at Galleria. Hit up Gabino, tell him the hood sent you. Next, Stenson's. Big shout out to Stenson's Engraving.
Shauna, thank you.
Next, go down the list.
Oh, shout out to Pacific Ballet, Suzanne. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Stage 2, Priscilla.
Yeah, my girl.
Stage 2 apparel for all your
Dancing.
swimwear, dancing,
Dance clothes,
physical stuff. You doing something physical, you should get your gear over at Stage 2.
Shout out to Fresh to Death, Major.
What up, Major?
Yeah, Major.
Shout out,
Thanks,
Major.
Major.
What's good with it?
Shout out to East and West.
Hey, thanks,
Hey,
Sophie.
Sophie, so much, dude.
Sophie.
Hey, maybe we should have lunch there
East
today.
and West for lunch.
Over there.
They're super
Hey,
cool.
he wants to have lunch at
man.
East and West.
I love East
Well,
and West.
Mongolian
That's
barbecue
the
or
one that
Chinese
does
food.
the Chinese cuisine and the Mongolian barbecue.
Yep, they do both.
If
So-
you want Chinese, Bae wants Mongolian.
Flex came up with that content
She
on their
flexed
post.
on it.
She
Bae
flexed on
wants
it.
Mongolian. What perfect place.
Shout out to Strong Fitness with Cynthia.
What's up? What's up, Cynthia?
Shout
Oh, I gotta give you guys a call.
Cynthia.
But yeah, they just had their open house this past Saturday on Cinco de Mayo. Hope it was a great turnout. Sorry I didn't come through. But anyways, next
Shout out to Jeremy from Spacebar.
Spacebar.
Boom,
Hey,
Spacebar.
hey, you gotta hit up Spacebar.
You have to hit up Spacebar.
Tell Jeremy the hood sent you. It's a gaming spot.
Gaming.
It's just like
Stockton's premier gaming lounge.
Ooh.
yeah.
that's why
I think they got a tournament coming up too. They got a tournament coming up. We gotta promote that tournament for them. Next, CPR Pro, our neighbor Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
Aaron.
He's also the founder of A1+1. We just posted their promotion not too long ago. Next is NC Bridal.
What's up, NC? Hey, get all your prom dresses and all that good stuff. Oh, actually, it goes like this in order. So when they're young, their prom. Oh no! When you're young, quince,
Yeah, 15.
to the prom, and then to the wedding. So this could be something that you use for life. Like start there
There
with
you go, all
quinces, and then get there with the prom dresses, and then retire from that place with your wedding dress. And then if you, you know what I'm saying, depending on how you are, you may have 3 or 2 wedding dresses. I'm playing.
Big shout out to OSNAP.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they
snap.
became part of the hood. Thank you for all your support. Next is
The Perlu Auto. That's
Shouts out, Kaluado, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of you guys, getting your local deal service soon. I think they have an oil change deal, I believe. Everybody needs an oil change. so-
I need
Yeah.
one now already.
you better keep that up.
I need one.
Well, you know where to go.
Yeah,
Early.
you know I'm about my hood app coupons.
All right,
Shout out to Sound Revolution, AJ.
What
and
up,
little
AJ?
brother. Hey man, your guys' local deal is awesome. 25% off anything in their store. Anything in their store.
25%.
Shout out to Joey Chapman and Paychecks. So for all you local businesses that need help with payroll, hit up my boy Joey Chapman.
Yeah, we might need to hit him up. But first, we gotta sign more subscriptions. Then we'll hit him up. But anyways, yeah, thanks for your support, Joey Chapman with Paychecks. Next is Ohana Care.
Hey, you're in good hands when you're in the owner care. And the cool part about their business, before you go in, there's like a bunch of animals. I don't know if you guys like animals. I love animals. There's turtles and fish. And then when you go, there's big turtles in a pool outside.
No way.
And then when you go inside, there's baby turtles in a little smaller one on the desk.
No way.
It's heck cute. I'd love to watch that while getting my oil change / brakes fix / whatever car service you need. They're there for you with baby turtles.
Shout out to Cigarette City. 20% off pipes and vaporizers.
Yeah.
Good.
My
Cigarette
God.
City. That's on local deal
So
section.
you up.
Shout
With the
out
rigs as
Cigarette
well.
City.
The rigs, yeah,
Yep.
the rigs 20% off a rig. If the rig is $200, what is that like?
$40 off.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Let's go.
$40 off.
Shout out to Tires and Wheels Pro. Right over there off of, I think it's Waterloo, right?
It's Harding.
Harding. Okay, Harding.
Yeah, it's on Harding.
Harding and Airport? Between Airport and, or is it?
It's actually Harding. No, it's not on the street. This street is Wilson, and then this one is West Lane, and then
It's
So it's
in the
between,
middle. Yeah,
it's
it's in the
between
middle. It's
Airport
on-
Way and Wilson.
Yep.
So
It's
yeah,
that little
on
shop.
Harding.
Yep.
Shout out to
And
you
then
guys.
Shout out to Mystique Glam and Sculptor Barbershop. That's with Lavelle and his sister. You guys have a duo. It's a pretty cool hair supply place. They have $10 off on appointments for Monday and Tuesdays if you schedule an appointment through them.
Bam. Who
Yeah.
else? Who else we got?
Shout out to RD Automotive. That's Marcelis people. RD Automotive.
Shout out to RD Automotive and
Oh yeah, RD Automotive. Hold on. Man, check them out. They are a really hard-working group of people. The owner, he is super cool and knows what he's doing, so give them business. They already have their profile and everything hooked up on the app. Look them up, and yeah, shout out to them.
Boom. And then shout out once again to CVP Creative Vision Printing. And last but not least, as of for now, shout out to Dependable Appliance. They have the most discounted appliances, man, like washers, dryers, anything. Tell them, Marcelis. Tell
Yeah,
them.
first off, the business is they're selling brand new equipment. The only thing wrong with these equipments, they may have a dent, they may have fallen once, but sometimes they're untouched. Like sometimes they're untouched. I have no idea why they're there, and they are already discounted for the one dent they may have. Like a refrigerator may have a one dent on the front door. Now it's a whole discounted refrigerator. So what I thought was to sign them up and get the double discount. You have the discount, then you have the hood discount on top of their discount, and that's what's coming soon through the hood app. So stay tuned for that one.
Yep, and just wrapping it up here, we want to give a huge shout out to all our viewers, all the people that tune in. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope that now you know the mission behind the Hood app and what we're all about and what we do for the community. And thanks so much for just being there. Anyone else have final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, if we missed anything, like if there's still like, say you watch this later and then there's still stuff that we haven't answered, like unanswered questions out there, DM us, email us, shoot us a text. It doesn't matter. We're not hiding anything. So I mean, everything you want to know about us, we're open for conversation. Also, if you want to be on our podcast, hit us up too.
Yep.
If you're an artist or a local business and you want a little extra exposure, yeah, we're taking appointments or booking these podcasts as we go. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 9ish.
Nice.
Yeah, so sometimes it takes a while to get all set up. But anyways,
Anything
any
else?
closing words?
I mean, I just hope y'all know what's really good in the hood now.
Yeah.
You know?
Boom.
That's what this whole thing was about. So, what's good in the
Wait,
hood?
shut up. Hey, on my mama, I can't make shit up. Hey, if I ain't a real boy, what you call it? I don't think you want no problems. Wait, shut up. Hey, on my mama, I can't make shit up.